Hello there. In this video tutorial I am going to show you how to use conditional statements in our shell script. Let's begin with the if statement or if block. We use the if statement along with the inbuilt test operator, the square brackets, and let's put a condition in here. For example, let's use $hash to see how many arguments are passed to this script. Let's make this script executable. And run it. Now let's see the source. Here we are declaring that if the number of arguments being passed to this script is equal to 2, then print this message. As the condition is not true because we did not pass any value or any argument to this script. So the condition returned a false value and we did not specify what to do if a false value would be returned. We'll see that shortly. Let's first give it some value. Again we don't see any message. Let's give it one more value. Now we see the message being printed out here because the condition has become true now. Let's give it one more value or argument. Now the condition becomes false, and so this block is skipped. Let's edit the file, print a message before the if block so that this message or this command gets executed irrespective of what conditions we are checking after this. Here I am introducing else statement. And pass the entire if block. I am printing out a message. Let us see how it works, and I'll explain you each line of the script. So here are source script. This command gets executed irrespective of what conditions we are checking or what values we are comparing. Let's say if we are passing 5 values to this script, then this statement will become false because 5 is not really equal to 2. We are checking for equality here. So if we pass 2 items to this script, then whatever is specified between the then and the else part, or if we don't have the else part, then between the then and the fy statements will be executed. Since we have an alternate course of action here, that is to say, if this test returns a false value, then what to do? So in the else block we have specified that this command be executed. We can have multiple commands here. Similarly, we can have multiple commands here as well. And irrespective of the overall result of this condition, this command will be executed as it is coming after the entire if block. Of course, we can exit anywhere in between the if and the fi statements, but we have not done that. We'll see how to do that. I provided no value, so the condition here becomes false, and so this block is skipped, and we see the else block has been executed and the message has been printed out here. Let's give it one value. Still we see the same message being printed out because we are expecting at least 2 values. Now the condition here becomes true, and so we see the then block being executed and the message has been printed out for us. We got the arguments to proceed with, and that's why the else block has been skipped, and as expected this last statement has been executed and the message has been printed out as the first statement has been printed out or executed. Let's edit the script. If we are not getting sufficient values or arguments passed to the script, then we can conditionally exit. You can specify any number or any value here. 0 means success, so we can specify any value other than 0. Exit will simply stop the execution of the script. So anything coming after the fi statement or the entire if else fi block will be skipped too. Let's have the source open here and then run it. So we don't see the last message being printed out. End of the story. If we use echo $? To see the exit status or the return code of the last script or command, we see the number 1 being printed out because we used number 1 in our script. Let's give the script 2 values. and we see the condition becomes true, the then part has been executed and the else part has been escaped, and the exit statement has not been executed, and we see the last statement being executed. Zero means the last command or the last script was successfully executed. Let us edit the file again. As a best practice, we can explicitly specify our exit status or return code to the calling program or to the shell or to the kernel or to the OS. So here 0 would mean that if we reach this far, that means my entire script has been successful. However, we can use any other value to mean successful or to mean warning or to mean a failure. But let's for the time being stick to the general norms or standards. 0 being successful. Any other value mean either warnings or errors or failures. So the command was, or the script, here we can confirm that the command or the script executed was successful. As we can see that the condition became true, so we got this message printed out here, and the last statement was also printed out or executed, and because of the explicit return value of 0, we could confirm it here. As we did not use it in our previous examples in this tutorial or session, whatever last command we are executing in our script, the exit or return status or code of that command would be returned to the calling program or to the shell. That's all for this session, folks. In my next video tutorial, I'll show you more complex examples of if-else blocks. Thank you for watching.